Hey everybody, this is Kelly at Envy Soapworks, and I am back today to make another cold process soap. I'm going to be working on a fragrance that I actually did recently. This is the dupe of a Bath & Body Works fragrance called Beautiful Day. Like I said, I did just work with this fragrance. It ended up being such a beautiful scent in the cured soap. It was just absolutely fantastic. However, it never made it to my shop. Somebody smelled one of the bars and they promptly just ordered every single bar that I had. They just totally cleaned me out. So I didn't have any of these for myself, and so I went ahead and ordered some more of the fragrance so I could make another loaf of this to have in my shop, because it is really fantastic. So the colors that I'm going to be doing, I'm not going to be doing the same colors. I'm not going to be doing the same design. I did some sort of squirt bottle design with this the first time around. This time I'm going to do something different with different colors. So the first color that I have here is a mix of Voodoo Mica, that's Mad Oils, and then I mixed it with a little bit of the Pink Lemonade Mica from Micas and More. From Micas and More, I have their Luster Blue. It's a beautiful, bright, light blue, kind of silvery. Here I have, this is just an ultramarine, the Lavender Ultramarine. And then this is a green that I kind of created. This is a mix from like 3 or 4 different companies, so I'm not even going to attempt to explain what I have mixed up in there. So I actually had this batch ready to rock last night, but I didn't get to it. It was really late by the time I finished another soap, and so this has been sitting overnight, so I am extremely cold, like kind of like mid to low 70s. So I don't like to soap that cold, but that's what I am working with now. So I'm going to go ahead and get this going. Well, my clay and goat milk were really stuck down to the bottom there, so I kind of made sure to get it up really well. My lye, I'm going to go ahead and strain since it's looking a little bit like it has some particles in it. Now my oils in this batch are palm, olive, coconut, avocado, babassu, mango seed butter, shea butter, castor oil, and I'm super fatting and mixing my colorants with argan oil. So it is a nice mix of oils, very luxurious feeling soap. I'll get all my lye in here and we will get this going. Now right away it feels like it kind of jumped to a thicker trace, but when you're soaping with extremely cold oils, your batter can be a little bit more tricky. So you just need to make sure that you really are truly emulsified before you split up and mix your colorants. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, I can tell by my stick blender, what I see in my stick blender, that we are at a light trace. And I remember from using this fragrance, I think it was about a month ago, maybe 2, it did accelerate. It had some, I don't know, mild to medium acceleration. So I am not going to plan anything intricate for the pour. I think I'm just going to do kind of like a faux funnel, like little mini faux funnel pours all down the mold. And then I might do a bit of a hanger swirl. You guys know how I am with my hanger swirls. I love hanger swirls. So I'll go ahead and get my little cups ready. Okay, everybody, so you can see here the colors that I have come up with for this soap. So I didn't want quite pastel, but maybe a little bit more muted than I normally do, so that's why I went with the ultramarine kind of lavender, and this kind of light, I made kind of like a jade green, and I didn't go with a very dark blue. I just want something kind of, you know, just a little bit lighter than my normal color scheme. So now it is time for fragrance, so I'm just going to go ahead and add this in. Alrighty, got my fragrance all mixed in, so now all we have left to do is get a mold up here and get this going. So I have out this big thick hanger tool that came with my tall and skinny. This is another tall and skinny that I have, but it's actually super short. So these make really short and fat chunky bars, which have kind of actually grown on me. So I don't know if I'm going to use that hanger tool or not. We'll just have to see what I feel about the pour after I have completed it. If I think it'll be cool on its own, I won't. If I feel like it needs it, then I will. So everybody knows how much I love hanger swirls, so if I can find a reason to do one, you betcha I will. So I'm just going to go and do different puddles of white, and I'm going to go in with my colors and just do the same thing, kind of little mini funnel pours, or faux funnel. Okay, so I am going to stop right here at this point, even though it's not completely full to the top. I'm going to go ahead and do a bit of a hanger swirl at this point. I do believe that it will need it, I think. I'm going to go ahead and use this big one. Or do I want to use the skinny one? You know what? I think I'm feeling partial to the skinny one right now. So I'm just going to go in the center to the bottom and just do a little bit of figure 8 action and a couple little rounds. Alrighty. Overkill? I don't know. Sometimes I'm so sure that it is, and then I cut it and I'm just like, holy cow, it's awesome, you know? So you just never know. So hopefully that's not overkill. So now I'm just going to go ahead and kind of dump the rest of the white that I have on here. It's getting really thick, so it's hard for me to continue with the little like funnel type pour. So now I'm just gonna scoop everything on as I'm just working on the top. Finally got it. That seemed like it was a very long pour. Indeed, it was very long. So, I like these colors that I have here. So I'm just going to go in and do a little textured swirl here. Pretty colors. I do like these kind of lighter, kind of pastel type colors. I think they're really pretty. And this is a toothpick. Man, I am like really on a kick with these toothpicks. Seriously, I love it. I love the look that it gets. So, let me get this closer and show you guys. So, this is how the top looks. Very swirly and very colorful. So tomorrow we will give this a cut and see what we have created today. See you then. Bye. Hello everybody, we are back the next day and I am really excited to cut into this little tiny little pink pastel baby of mine. It is really cute. It's going to be little short, fat, chunky bars. I didn't really intend for this to be completely pastel. I just want them to be a little bit more muted colors than I normally do, but it actually turned out to be, I mean, this is pastel, but I am happy with it. I like the way the top looks. And so we will go ahead and get this up here and check out what kind of design we have inside this one. I did like a little bit of a faux funnel type pour down, down the mold, and then I did a little bit of a hanger swirl. So let's see how this compares to the first time I did this soap. Oh, that is awesome. That is really cool. I love that. I love that look. Neat. So it's very different from the look of my first one, which I loved, but I think I like this one even better. And I think the colors are really cute. It's just something different, a change of pace. It's not, well, I guess the pink is pretty bright, and the blue is pretty bright, so I guess it's not totally pastel. But that's a really pretty swirl. I like the look of it. I'm trying to think of what kind of swirling I did. I'll have to watch when I edit the video what kind of swirl I did to get this. Ooh, wow, look at that one. It almost looks like a butterfly. How cool. This is my favorite piece so far. That looks really, really neat. And it smells really good too. The purple is looking a little bit gray. I used an ultramarine, lavender or violet ultramarine. Ooh, this side is awesome. And I've never used the lavender ultramarine, so it's kind of, I don't know. I don't know how I like it. It's kind of like a grayish purple, but it'll do. It will do. Oh, and it smells so good. So I'm not gonna let one person buy out my whole buy out my whole loaf this time. I want some for myself and for my shop. Ooh, look at all the green. I love the swirls in this. Really, really cool. And the top is pretty. I do believe I'm getting a little bit better with my tops, you guys. I went through a little bit of a piping phase and failed miserably, and I haven't been piping, but I've just been kind of doing simple swirls, and I really do like those better. So I'm a lot happier with my tops now that I'm just kind of keeping them flat and just doing the look that I like on them. Oh, it's so pretty. Really, really cool. I think this soap actually behaved better this time around than it did the first time. I was soaping extremely, extremely cold. I was like right to the point where some of the hard oils start to solidify again. So I was a little worried, but I think I did pretty good. Gosh, these are pretty bars. This is not the look that I was expecting. Because I've done this technique before and I ended up with a completely different look. So I kind of had, you know, in my mind that remembering like what the other soaps that I've done like that kind of had a similar look, but this is completely different. And so I'm very pleasantly surprised. Oh, that one is really cool. Look at that one. Beautiful. So I like how some bars there's a lot of, you know, there's like a lot of green. I like how in some there's a lot of purple. It's really a neat swirl. Alright, you guys, so this is Beautiful Day. This is the second time I've made this soap. This fragrance has turned out to be an absolutely awesome one. So I think this is one that I will keep around. I think I'm happier this time with the design than I was the first time. So very, very happy with this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye!